Good morning and happy Monday. No Mitch today. Ryan's here. We're going to take a look at the market. We're going to find what's going on. Holy smokes, EYPT. Remember when we talked about that in sevens? Big day coming. Uh-oh, I can't find the thing. I can't find the intro. No.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Hello and good morning, folks. It's just me here today, so it's going to be the community and myself finding all of the different opportunities. Hope y'all are doing good here this morning and happy Monday. Let me go ahead and bring Benzinga Pro up here so I'm not just huge and in your face. Good morning, Market Sniper. Good morning, Beach Bum. Good morning, EKS, Jonathan, Jay. Hope everyone is doing well today. So as from last week, you'll remember Mitch is not going to be here today or tomorrow. He'll be joining us from the headquarters starting on Wednesday. So good morning. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all had a great weekend. I know I did. The weekends are always too short, and we're in my favorite month of the year. Absolutely love December. So enjoying it all the time. Hopefully you all had a great weekend as well. Great to see a whole bunch of returning faces. Bill asking, is Mitch on vacation? No, Mitch is traveling. Mitch is on his way to the office. You will see him this week, so he'll be live from the headquarters. Okay. I'm going to start going over some stuff in the market here. We're going to start talking about some stocks. Got about 18 minutes until the market opens. I don't have 18 minutes worth of stuff to yap about, so we're going to have to go over setups and things that you folks are watching as well. Good morning, Gil. Of course, we've got Trade the Pools, hot stocks here with some support and resistance. We're going to talk about all of that stuff here. First thing we're going to take a look at, though, is the SPY. Just because this is what we normally do. SPY did kind of show some topping last week. We did kind of trade up here, really couldn't break much further. Does kind of look like a double top here at 460. Of course, 480 going to be your all-time highs. So we'll see if we do reverse here and come back in towards some of these moving averages. We do feel pretty extended here. And just to kind of get a look at the entire picture, October 27th was when we bottomed here. We had a low on that day of 409.21. And here we are just over a month later, 55 or 54 points higher. So SPY, really, really huge run, couple of gaps, very few pullbacks in there. We'll see where we go till the end of the year. I got to think that a pullback starts here maybe mid-December. We're already looking at December 4th. So maybe we have another week of chop here before we start more of a pullback. I was watching CNBC this morning, and one of the things that they were saying is that, it looks like it might be next year. There's definitely some spending for Christmas. People might kind of be looking for deals all the way up to Christmas Eve. So you might actually see some more deals being made or prices coming down on some items leading up till Christmas. We'll see what that means for the consumer. And then does the consumer lighten up? Hi, buddy. Are you going to try and help today? The consumer is going to try, and we'll see if the consumer lightens up or if it still has that spending power going into next year. I got to think at some point here, the consumer dials it back a little bit. Now, in the meantime, let's see if we can trade some of this pullback. Of course, I am still long SQQQ. That's having a decent day here this morning, so really excited about that. So for the SPY here, we'll see if we can actually break the candle here from Friday. The low on this candle here is going to be 455.16. So we're currently at 455.83. We'll see if we break that to the downside, and then we'll have another down move here. That's what I'd be looking for. Looking good still in the SQQQ. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about some of the other stocks that are moving here this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at our movers tool, and we are going to start with EYPT. So actually, let me flip to the overview chart here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. Now, first of all, definitely going to do a little bit of a victory lap here. EYPT, how do I even know about this stock? EYPT was a stock brought to the attention of the Happy Hour crew. And again, I hate to shamelessly plug it again. Actually, I don't hate it at all. I really don't care. I love the group, so I'm going to do it again. The Happy Hour group, one of the best groups here in Benzinga. We talk about different stocks, different possible trades, newsprints, data prints, you name it, in the Happy Hour. And our own Zoltan brought us EYPT when this stock was in the sixes initially. One of the things that really kind of tipped him off was Regeneron had a treatment that they were trying to get FDA approved. FDA ended up rejecting it. It was kind of a surprise. On that day, Regeneron traded down. That day, Zoltan brought EYPT to the group and said, hey, this is the other type of treatment. This is likely going to be the one that ends up working with the FDA not accepting or not approving Regeneron's treatment. And this was way earlier this year. This might have been even February, March of this year. So it was a while ago. And did some due diligence, looked pretty good. Ended up trading this. I think my entry on it was 790. Ended up trading this into a 13 handle. So got nearly a double on the equity. Really, really good trade. Given how badly this year went for me, this is actually one of my better trades. Now, Zoltan also set up the rest of the group saying we're due data in December. And it appears that we've got that data here. So iPoint Pharmaceutical shares are trading higher after the company announced the phase 2 Davio 2 trial of EYP 1901 in wet AMD achieved all primary and secondary endpoints. So we got the data for their treatment. It is looking good. EYPT here, you can see this popped as high as 35. This was halted initially for news. When they opened it up, the rush was on. Now, where does this settle? I don't know, but we should have a pretty decent opportunity to trade this here today. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have any of this left over for this big move. My goal was to add this back. Never really got down to my price. Really kind of stuck around in the mid to high sixes. I was looking for the low sixes for another add back. So I never got any of it, but some of our other Happy Hour chatters did. It is a wonderful morning. I'd be just like for my own mental, just so you know how I'm doing, I would be a little bit more disappointed if I didn't already trade this for a pretty substantial gain. Again, just want to shout out Zoltan. Just an absolutely wonderful job doing the DD and bringing it to us early. Great to see this actually happen. Now, with that being said, this thing's moving around here like crazy. It's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it today. I expect there to be more trades here today. I can't tell you if it's going to go up or down from here. What I can say is it's going to be volatile and there might be some more opportunity to trade this. So we will take a look at that as well. 13, good to see you in the chat this morning. I know you were holding some. Congratulations. Happy Hour's paying for itself, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. We also have a chat room now. So if you're a pro member, get in there, check it out. It is awesome. EYPT definitely on deck here for today. Now, another one here that's going to be on deck for today is going to be ATHE. This is Alterity Therapeutics. I think there was news on this earlier. Alterity Therapeutics reports positive efficacy data for ATH434 in primate model of Parkinson's disease. So another good biotech PR here today. That is popping this as high as 960. Now, we've already retraced more than 50% of this move. So it'll be really interesting to see where this actually settles out here. Does this find a bottom here? Does this close the gap back to and through the VWAP? We shall see. Definitely keep this one on watch here today. ATHE. Next here is going to be HA. This is Hawaiian Holdings. This is a merger. Now, I don't know if there's going to be more trading in this name or if it's just going to kind of hold right here. I want to see how this opens, but basically this is just a merger and acquisition. They're combined. Let me get the actual thing here. Alaska Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines to combine. So there you go. The two states that are not connected to the other continental 48 are going to combine their airlines. What does this mean for the stock? I'm not too sure. Big pop here today. We'll see if this trades anymore or if this just kind of settles out here. But that's what's going on with HA. Next is going to be SSNT. This is Silver Sun Technologies. Brad Jacobs to lead equity investment of $1 billion in Silver Sun Technologies and pursue acquisitions in an industry to be announced later. That is popping this stock here today. This was as high as 14, retraced a big part of that move, but we've already kind of come up off the bottom. We've moved back through the VWAP. This intraday 1-minute chart sure looks like this wants to go through 9 here. We'll see. Let's see what the volume actually does when the market opens. We'll see how SSNT trades. If we take a look at the daily chart here, you can see, look at this stick. We're really bouncing. Now, the last time that we've had some of these huge pops in here, it's giving it back. So keep that in mind if you're going to end up trading that here today. Think of it as a trading vehicle. Make sure you pay yourself on the way up, especially if you get good entry on some of these. Let me just keep rolling through the list here, and then I'll go through what you folks are taking a look at. Don't forget, I've got a graphic here from Trade the Pool on some of the hot stocks from Gil, and then we'll take a look at what some of you folks in the chat are looking at. Wolf, this is TerraWolf, ticker WULF. This is stock was about $1.30 on Friday. We're popping up here a little bit, up about 17.5%. Shares of several crypto-related companies are trading higher amid a surge in the price of Bitcoin. Looking over at Bitcoin on the Bitcoin futures chart, we've got 42,300. It's the first time Bitcoin has traded above 40 and 41,000 and now 42,000 in some time. So look for some of those Bitcoin names to move. We also noticed that BITF is here in the movers list. You can, of course, think that Mara and Riot are going to be in there. Other things that have ties to Bitcoin like CleanSpark, all up today. So Bitcoin, big move here early. Let's see if it takes the next leg up or if it kind of consolidates around here. Again, I'm not one of the Bitcoin traders. I don't trade the coins. I don't really trade the stocks that are quote unquote tied to the coins. I'm just a hodler, but I love to see the move that I'm seeing here in Bitcoin. VIX also continuing to curl up here, by the way, as I look over at that chart. So we should be in good shape here today. I think that was at Altimmune. That was one of the other small penny stocks here. This is really coming off the bottom. That 350 seems to be the bottom here. We did pop last week, took one leg higher in the pre-market, did nothing but sell. So let's see what happens here now that it's popped a little bit. I don't want to have a repeat of what we did on Friday here with ALT. So let's make sure that this has some upside bias before we end up trading this. The other one that worth mentioning here is SHOT, because we talked about this one a lot last week. Had some opportunities here to trade this last week as well. Looks like we are popping here in the pre-market. I didn't see, was there fresh news? Yes, there is. 8:30 PR. Okay, I missed this one earlier. Safety SHOT now available for lending e-commerce platform. Amazon.com product sells out within hours after being released a day early. Okay, so good demand. That's really good to hear. SHOT looks like that's trading up here. We'll see if we get an opportunity here on this as well. Okay, that does it for most of the movers. There are some more in here. We'll identify them as the day goes on. Let me flip over to my main workspace here, and let's take a look at some of these stocks that are moving around. I do want to go through whatever the group is talking about. Just again, want to say good morning to all of you in there. Let me scroll back here and make sure. Oh, you know what? Let me actually get the Trade the Pool. Before I forget, let me go ahead and get that Trade the Pool up there. Okay, boom. Monday, December 4th, Trade the Pool. Stocks in play here going to be NVIDIA. Of course, first, we've got resistance at 475.70 and support at 1975. Well, I sure hope it has support down there. That's got to be missing a digit there. I think that you mean 419. Gil, you'll have to correct that one. I think that is a bit of a typo here on the graph. Or on the chart here. Looking at the chart here, especially on the daily, let's see where I can find some support. I actually find some support. Nope, yeah, 419. You're absolutely right. Let's see if it gets all the way back down there. Might have some support a little bit before that at about 435. So we'll see on NVIDIA where we end up going. Next is going to be Tesla, of course. Slaying that Tesla dragon. Tesla here pounding lows right now. Really big move down here in the pre-market. Support at 234. Current price 234.91. So we are almost exactly at that support level. Resistance at 243. We'll see if we get back up there. 243. Not quite the high of the pre-market. We were a little bit lower here in the pre-market. Let me get you that exact value real quick. We were at 430 in the pre-market, 433. That is a level from about Thursday. That was the last time we saw 443 on Tesla. Last here is going to be Palantir. That's, of course, ticker PLTR. We've got resistance there at 2003, support at 1970, current price at 1977. So Palantir, along with a lot of technology, making a down move here in the pre-market. We'll see if that bounces at that support level for a potential trade, or do we go higher here? Okay, let me go ahead and hide that. Of course, stream is sponsored by Trade the Pool. If you're having some trouble getting above that pattern day trader, maybe check out Trade the Pool, get yourself some more buying power, be able to day trade, go from there. We really appreciate all of the help that Trade the Pool gives us. And I'll tell you what, the customer service second to none. We got a guy here in the chat helping us out. So shout out to Gil. Really appreciate it. Michael is awesome too. Really love the Trade the Pool platform. Okay. Let me go through the chat here and we'll see where we're at. I know I already got distracted several times, but we're doing a good job hitting the punch list here. Mitch would be proud. I'm pretty much going over everything that he wanted to go over. Good morning, Carmen. SSNT, what a deal. Indeed. We'll see where that ends up going here. Lynn saying happy hour is the best. Come join us. You know it, Lynn. We just got to get happy hour to be sponsored by Portillo's. I think once we ink that deal, we'll be in real good shape. By the way, good sign for, let's just leave it at that. I got a good feeling about Portillo's going forward. Can't say if it's going to be this week, next week, or next year, but I got a good feeling going forward. We'll just leave it at that for the time being. Okay. 13 having a good morning. Jay, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Jay saying gold whacked, Bitcoin holding firm. Now, gold did make highs yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks like it's getting whacked here today. SSNT, Market Sniper, you're looking at SSNT. Okay, we'll see what that does here. Actually, let me bring that up. I think that might move here a little bit right before. We are going to open here in 3 minutes. Whoa, we're already at the open. Let's go. And as far as SSNT goes, by the way, folks, if we can actually break out of this consolidation zone, I really do think 10 is potentially on deck here. So something to keep in mind here with SSNT. This actually looks pretty decent, doing a good job holding this level here in the pre-market. Whenever we have these big moves up and then we regress that move, I like to see it kind of come back and retrace some of that stick. Now that we're consolidating here, that's a pretty good sign. Let's see if we actually take the top off this range here, maybe $9, make a move towards 10, SSNT. Spot making highs on layoffs. That's Spotify. Okay. I think that's what you're going to get from some of these tech companies, right? I think we're going to see probably some more layoffs here, I would imagine. All right. Let me catch up here. You guys gave me so much content. Awesome. Awesome. Kramer said that the top was in on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll say this. I don't go to Kramer for my Bitcoin news. That's for damn sure. That would be a recipe for disaster, as they say. Okay, let's take a look here. We've got about a minute and 10 seconds here till the market opens. We are almost there. No problem, Gil. Let me know what you had on that. K-Chat is asking, Ryan, happy hour. What time? Happy hour is from 4 to 5 Eastern. You can get the link from right within the happy hour chat room. So if you're in pro here, you can open up the chat. You can go down to happy hour. There will most of the time be a link in there. Also, there's a notification banner that pops up in the bottom left-hand corner of the platform that will also have the registration link to the happy hour K-Chat. Hope to see you there. 200 IQ, who is joining you today, Ryan? Unfortunately, I asked a couple of people and I couldn't get anyone to join me. So you're going to have to deal with me and Cleo here, flying solo, both today and tomorrow. I did put the feelers out for Zade. So maybe if Zade gets back from his morning haircut, perhaps we can get Zade on to say hi. I'm open. If any of you want to join tomorrow, shoot me an email. We can work that out, but otherwise it's pretty much just going to be me here, 200 IQ. All right, market is open. Good luck, folks. EYPT sinking. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we may have a guess. I don't know if that's what you're saying, Andy, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. SSNT here. Let's see. It's really kind of holding in here. You said EYPT was sinking. Let's take a look at that. EYPT. I would imagine, to be honest, 13, this type of action, not at all surprising to me, given that there's a whole bunch of people waking up to a lot of profit here today. Basically, anyone that bought this stock is in pretty big profit here today. So not surprised to see some of that profit taking. Let's let that shake out here. See if this ends up moving higher here. Doing a decent job holding in here at this 21. Up, there it goes. All I had to do was start saying something positive, and it came back in. Market still at lows. Looks like the Dow might be bouncing. NASDAQ still near the lows, and SPY still near the lows as well. SQQQ trading up. That's looking pretty good here. EYPT break of 20 to the downside here on EYPT. Would love to hear. Here's the other thing. So with me doing a whole bunch of stuff, I'm probably going to be a little bit slower identifying things from my scanner, the Twitter streets, and any other sources that I might have out there. So really looking forward to the group here mentioning things. Let me know. I'll do my best to get them all up there. Looking around here still. Portillo's nice move up there. All right. All right. TGTX doing a good job holding higher here as well. TGTX. Like seeing that. Like seeing that. EYPT, this is coming in. Let's take a look at some of the other stocks here. View, did we trade this one last week? Yes, we did. This was the Halt Fest. That's right, 13. I think you were flipping this last week, weren't you? View looks like this is going to go higher here on a breakthrough 140. We'll see here on View. Keep this one on your radar. This has definitely got some action here this morning. Hands at 10 and 2, 13. Be safe. We'll be here when you get back. Let's see if View ends up going higher here. Alt going higher. Broke out of that little consolidation area here. 440 looks like the next spot here on Alt. EYPT regaining that 20 handle. So let's see if maybe some of those profit takers are out here. EYPT bouncing 2175. You're high on that bounce. Couple of people mentioning blue, that Bluebird Bio, right? Let's take a look at ticker blue. That moving higher here too. So I'll tell you what, biotechs look to be strong here. Jay, I know I asked you, I think last week, what you were looking at for 2024, and you were saying maybe biotechs here. Looks like you're getting a little early move here on some of those. Take a look at LabU here. Looks like this did a reverse split recently. This was single digits just what feels like a few days ago. This now up at 86 here. So LabU, this trading up here, looking pretty good. RDHL coming back from last week. Let's take a look at that. Do I see it on the scanner here yet? No, RDHL not yet on the relative volume scanner. Let's take a look and see how this is trading here. RDHL looking to go for that pre-market high at 210 here, flirting with the 2 level at the moment on RDHL. Maybe this does get going here after that pullback. Getting blown up from work stuff. Let's see what that's all about. All right. All right. I already have maybe one person jumping on tomorrow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, you said it here in the chat too. I thought it was supposed to be a surprise. All right. Michael can go live tomorrow if you'd like. Let's get him on. Let's get Michael in here. Absolutely. Okay, let's take a look back at the market here. RDHL still struggling with that 2 level. That's going to be the first thing to watch. Let's see if it gets through 2. SSNT looks like this is halted again, this time to the downside. Yikes, SSNT, rough move there. Market does look like it's trying to put a bounce in here. We'll see if this bounce holds up a little bit. SPY trying to bounce, Q's trying to bounce, Dow's still bouncing, so that's still doing all right. Right, looking across here. Decent day out of the open. Decent day here. Look at Portillo's. Let's go. Let's go, Portillo's. We love Michael on live, Lynn. That's exactly right. Sorry, I blew the surprise. No, no problem. First of all, anyone that is offering to come help me these next 2 days, you're not blowing anything. You're literally helping out. So really appreciate it. Andy, the door's still open to you as well. If you can make it, no pressure, my man. EKS, small tracking position in GCT. So you do tracking positions too. Good. I like to find more and more people that do those. Sometimes I'm in ACHR on one of those right now. Anyway, you're in at 1167, a gap and go runner from last week. Looks like this is kind of holding in this level here. Let's see if it holds 1150. Would love for this to move back to and through 12. We'll see if we end up getting that on GCT. Let me just roll through some of these. ATHG, that's doing a good job holding in here. Do we got another halt fest here in view? Let's see. I'm overwhelming my tools this morning. View, here we go. Here we go on view. Now remember, this was a whole bunch of halts, right? We had just an absolute ton on view last time. Let's see. Let's see if view can go. Another mention. Let's see how some of these other. Oh, look at Eat It. What happened in the after hours here? Looks like Eat It's actually trying to go here. Eat It up 3%. What were some of those other ones? NTLA, and then it was CRISPR, right? Let's take a look at some of these gene editors. NTLA moving up here. Gene editors, folks. CRSP, right? That's CRISPR. Ticker CRSP. That's moving higher here too. A lot of those gene guys moving. Nick saying my 1 hour isn't working. Okay, so the 1 hour chart in Pro is working, but I know how. Try refreshing. Sometimes that'll fix some of those, no matter what it is. Jeremy looking at Green Giant for a 50% move. And what was the ticker on that again? GG something? Green Giant? Green. I can't remember what the ticker is. Help me out with the ticker. SSNT is open. Thank you, Jay Wild. Let's take a look at that. Open and moving down. Man, SSNT, that is really, really weak. Jay, looking at your CCJ, I remember I shouted that last week. That was made a high last week. You're making another one here today. CCJ? No, not yet. We'll see. This had a really, really strong week. This pulling back here, but maybe this bounces. GGC is the green. Thank you. Wait, no, what? No, dude. GGE. Oh man, the typos are killing me. Green. Oh, this is 30. I thought that I can't remember. Could not remember that this was a penny stock. We'll see. Green Giant. EYPT still holding that 20 here. This formation, this doesn't surprise me at all. Let's see if this firms up and maybe goes higher. Alt, this has the look like it's going higher. Which one? RDHL was the one that you were on. Let's see if that looks like that one's going higher here as well. RDHL. RDHL looks like it's trying for that too. It's got to take 2 out here. That's the first step, RDHL. Born, good morning, Born. Hope you're doing well. You're saying Boeing is extremely overbought. Let's take a look at Boeing. Boeing 232. I feel like the last time we were talking about Boeing was Staff Sergeant Ryan. This was in a 190 handle or thereabouts. 232 here, looking real good on Boeing. Big move off this 180 here on Boeing. Let's see if it takes out 240. Definitely some huge resistance here at Boeing. You know what, Born? Looking at this, I think you're right. I think you're probably right. I think if this came back in maybe 225, 220-ish and consolidated for a little bit, we'd set up nicely for a move through 240 here on the daily. I think you're right. We want this RSI to come in for some consolidation here. Let's not have it sell off again though, huh? Let's just have it consolidate a little bit before moving higher. Netflix weak, Apple at lows. Tesla did a good job bouncing out of the gate there, but still hasn't retraced its entire stick yet. That's my play. Okay, awesome. Let's take a look at Spot. Spot continuing to rip here. Spotify ripping on the news of layoffs, workforce reduction. Spotify shares trading higher amid a workforce reduction. Actually looks like a pretty good breakout here on the daily, by the way. Really decent breakout here through this 182, currently at 200. Spotify, man. I use this. I pay for this. Absolutely love it. Used it this weekend while I was doing my workouts. So let me just roll through the list here. Another LSDI, another penny stock. We talked about Green Giant, LSDI. This might be curling off the bottom here. ABSI. I'm not familiar with this one. This looks like this is going higher. Funny enough, I actually saw bets on the CNBC scrolling ticker. I was like, there's a 7-cent ticker on the CNBC ticker? That's hilarious. First time I think I've ever seen that. Going to roll through some more of these here real quick. How is SSNT doing? Okay, so SSNT bouncing here. This one a bit wild, it looks like. Let's load that up and trade the pool. I do have my trade the pool account. I'll just leave it right here. I do have my trade the pool account up. Not as active as I normally am, just being here by myself, but I will try and go back to this. I'm just going to leave this up here as a secondary camera so I can quickly flip back to it. That might help. SSNT, let's see if it actually moves through the VWAP here. That would be great on SSNT. Elon saying Twilio, so very much like Spot, Twilio also up on workforce reductions. You know, I think that's going to be a theme, right? I think we might see this a little bit more. We're already starting. Let's see how much more we see this here. Twilio doing something very, very similar here off that 50 area. Oh, we traded this with calls, right, Jay? That was good. Twilio worked. SSNT right at that VWAP. Let's see if we move through it here on SSNT. Sorry, trying some stuff here. Okay. EYPT back down through 20 to the downside. Bex, good morning. GSIW. Did I miss that the first time you mentioned that? Maybe. Looks like that was a halter. Actually, this was a halter here and actually going higher here. Garden stage. What is this? It's probably really low float. 3.75 million float. Hong Kong. Oh man, careful with this one, folks. This is moving here though. Already halted and moved up. Let's see if it actually takes out 9 here. GSIW. Careful with this one. Hong Kong name. Mullen going. You know what, Ryan? F it. I'm not even going to pay attention. F it. CLH. That's Celsius, of course. Let's take a look. Oh, nice little move up here in Celsius. How many of you folks still really like these drinks? How many of you folks are buying these drinks on the regular? Celsius would really like to see this action. So this is interesting. So I'd like to see it break out of this formation here. These lines here, these are EMAs. In fact, let's take a look at these on the SMAs on the daily here. Cell H. Let's take a look at that. So you still have some of these daily moving averages stacked above here. This was rejected right at the 50, which is this yellow line. I've got that at the exact same price, 54.47. So for me, 54.5 here is really what we need to move through that. This is just about the exact same price here. This blue line pretty much mimicking the 50-day moving average, the simple 50-day moving average. Let's see if we can get through 54.5 here on CLEH. CELH, I already screwed that one up. EYPT looks like this retook 20 here. This one could be wild. Look for this. Keep this one on your watch list. You might actually have a late day move here, EYPT. SQQQ. All right. Looks like that's going higher here. So I see the SPY is bouncing. The Q's still rolling over. That makes sense. Apple, Netflix, a lot of these tech stocks, really, really weak here. Let's take it's one too many Qs there. Simmer down, Ryan. SQQQ, this working still long from last week. Nice move here out of the gate on SQQQ. Oh, this is a pretty incredible stat. CELH, I posted this before. 5 years ago, they did 47 million in revenue for the year. They're doing that now every 8 to 10 days. Part of that is because if you ever go into the Benzinga office, all you're going to see are Celsius cans. Our staff absolutely loves them, myself included. They sell them in the lobby in the building beneath it. Oh, man. I totally see that, Jay. Big growth expansion here. That is absolutely awesome. Mark, you're talking about G-Bio. That was one that we traded that last week, right? G-Bio, this was actually a pretty decent move last week. I actually ended up selling this. Let me reset this chart here. I ended up selling this pretty small gain, but sure looks like this is going to trade up here. Spot we really want to see now, 156. I guess you could also call it 155 because there might be some size there. In fact, let's check here. Let's just check real quick. Let's go G-Bio. Okay. G-Bio, there is some size, 152, 153, 156, 158. So this area right in here, if we take this off, and you can see where this was from last week, we take this area in here, right in here. We take that out, G-Bio goes higher. If we take a look at the daily chart here, still a pretty decent move up if it can break this. So G-Bio looking pretty decent. I did take gains on this, would not be opposed to trading this again. G-Bio, good call, Mark, good reminder. It's been since last week that we took a look at that. SQQQ continuing higher here as the market continuing its move, although it looks like the NASDAQ kind of holding here. We'll see if it takes that next leg lower. Adrian, good morning, my man. Got into Riot. All right, good stuff. I don't make predictions on those prices, my man, Adrian. Sorry, don't have that for you. All right, Becca, you're still in G-Bio. That actually looks pretty good. Look for that to close the gap there. I like that one. Market Sniper asking for Beyond Meat news. Is there binned news? So here, first of all, here's your chart for Beyond Meat. Nice big move here today. Let's see. I didn't see any fresh news here on this one. I don't really see it there in Beyond Meat. Nice little technical move here today. Wiss mentioning that Ha is going. We talked about that one from the list here. Ha trading up here. So interesting. So this one still is kind of trading. Despite that merger, there's still a trade opportunity in here. Interesting. This actually coming off the low 13 handle on Ha. This is also one to watch here, Wiss. Smoke Tuna mentioning Shot. Let's take a look at Shot. Safety Shot. Okay, this coming up off the lows as well. Let's see if we take out 550, 540, 550 here on Shot. This has been, I'll tell you what, Shot is the gift that, it's not Christmas yet, but Shot is the gift that keeps on giving. It gives us opportunities what seems like every single day. Hey, Adrian, up, no problem. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. Love to see you back here. LSDI, that penny that you guys mentioned, that's curling here. Look for that to take out the VWAP. We might go higher here, LSDI. A lot of penny stocks moving here today. A lot of penny stocks moving here today. In fact, that's mostly what I have now on my relative volume scanner. BT, Bit, digital. This is moving here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually rolling over, going to test that 42K to the downside. We'll see if Bitcoin actually holds that or moves higher here. Amazon at lows, interesting. Actually, Amazon selling increased to the downside. Let me bring that up here real fast. Amazon looks like it's accelerating here to the downside. Yikes. G-Bio, by the way, 149 now, looking to take that 150 out. We just talked about that. Good stuff on G-Bio.
Boo.
Oh, Zunaid, what's up, my man? Look,
What's up? Sorry about that.
Applause for Zunaid.
What's up? My bad. A little late.
No, you're totally fine. Hey, look, I thought I was going to be here alone. I'm literally holding in a bathroom trip. So the fact that you're here is like a glorious revelation that the morning is going to keep going really well.
Well,
so,
feel free.
How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
How was my weekend? I don't even remember my weekend, to be honest.
So it was
not
good,
not not in that regard. It was pretty low key. I don't think I did much. Yeah, it was fine. It was all right. Nothing too crazy. I just got to the desk. I haven't even traded yet. But I was looking at Uber at here, let me actually just share mine if you don't mind.
Not at all.
This is a list.
I'm actually going to step for once. I'll be right back.
No worries. Take your time. This is a list that I had. So Uber, I've got the levels marked. Carvana was something that I wanted to take a look at as well. And what was it? Beyond Meats. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get it at this $8 level, but unfortunately did not get a chance to do that. What's up? What's up, Elon? Trying to see who else is in the chat. Strong upside for JBL. Let's see. JBL. What is that? I thought it was going to be something else. Let's take a look at the usual suspects, shall we? Looks like everything is dipping. Dip. Ooh, nice little bounce there. Rejecting there. Let's see where our VWAPs are. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah, I heard about Uber. I didn't really pay attention to the other one. So this is actually interesting. You've got the queues that are coming down here a bit. I wonder if this is something I want to take a shot at. Let's see. Let's go to my broker. Let's go to M and Q. let's say our stop's going to be right. All right, chat. Where is this at? So it's the 79s. I don't know if I want to give it that much room. Give me a sec. I'm gonna not share my screen so I can put in my passwords, and then I will get a trade on right now. All right, cool. We're back. We are back. Again, this is a demo account that I've been trying to get to 20,000 profits so far. Not really there, but all right. So we're in for a trade again. This is so I do have a real money short here on my Thinkorswim, but we're also going to take a short here on the demo account as we're looking to pass the eval and see if we can get some money in. The only thing I don't like is I kind of expect this to come back and test VWAP and then maybe reject. That's the only thing, but for now we ball. If there's anything else you guys want me to take a look at, let me know. Let's take a look at the actual Qs itself. Yeah. Ooh, actually, huh. Let me, do I have my, man, I got to see if my other, let's open up all the brokers. I'm thinking about going short puts or going long puts here on the Qs and see what that does for us. Also, I'm going to take off the, give me a sec. Let's move this to this so that my eyes stop being weird. There we go. That's much better. All right, let's see how many ticks were in the money here. Nothing crazy whatsoever. There we go. Come on. Come all the way down and test 15.8, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Long puts on the TQQQ yourself, Marty? Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
My bad, Z.
No, you good. You good. We're just talking about I'm currently short on the demo account, but also in my Thinkorswim. We're short
what?
We are short the futures on the NQ side. We thought about going short on the Qs itself, but by the time my broker loaded up fully,
so I am still carrying a synthetic short. I am long SQQQ. Have been since last week. Talked about it. Love to see that it's working here today. But I actually want to see some more downside move here in this. So I'm on the same side as you.
Yeah. Let's see how things play out here. Let's see the stocks that are weak. So we know the market's down about 1%. Let's see what else is down even more than that. So you've got AMD. Oh, look at this. Again,
IWM outperforming here this morning.
I'll check that out here in a second. So here's you've got support that you had, previous trading day, came back, broke it, tested it, VWAP there. I know I'm looking at hindsight 2020, but that's a beautiful opportunity to short because you've got the VWAP rejection there and you've also got the previous support holding on as resistance as well. There we go. Come on. Come to Papa. Come on down.
EYPT holding that 20.5. This might be decent if this doesn't break down from here.
Oh, Lord.
Spotify going for that 200 spot again. Market coming in here, Zade. Even the Dow's coming back. Dow is strong out of the open, but even that's pulling back now here. Sure looks like the Qs might want to go lower.
Well, they are more than welcome to. Come on.
Tesla, really good bounce off that 235. Got a $3 move here in Tesla. We'll see if it can actually take out 239 and then 240. 240 marks the intraday high from last week on Friday. So we'll see if we can actually take 240 out here on Tesla. Really, really good move out of the open here on Tesla. Let's take a look at this real fast. Yeah, this I'm actually surprised. This felt really, really weak in the pre-market, but bounced right out of the gate. What do you think about the Cybertruck, Zade? Did I ever get your opinion on the Cybertruck?
No, I don't believe you did. I think it's ugly. I think it's cool. I think it's like a new toy that you love to talk about with the friends, and it gives you street cred. But then afterwards, you're like,
why?
Yeah, I don't know about this one. You know what I mean? I think it's something where if I saw it at Hertz, I'd rent it for the weekend, but I wouldn't buy it personally. But maybe I'm saying that because I can't afford it. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I'm with you 100% on that. I recently listened to the Joe Rogan podcast that had Elon Musk on. I think they recorded it on Halloween or whatever. In any case, he talks about the Cybertruck. And one of the things that he was talking about that I didn't realize that I actually think is pretty cool is that there's no differential, right? There's nothing that hangs beneath it. The bottom of the truck is flat, which gives it a lot of really, good clearance. But I'm in agreement with you, man. It's so ugly. I can't justify paying for that.
Now the black, when you if you color over it, or I don't know if it's a version or if you have to do it custom yourself, but that looks kind of cool. The matte
SSNT
black
might be going higher. Sorry to interrupt. This is just one from the list earlier, Zade. SSNT might be going higher here. Good call, Jay. Anyway, keep going.
I was just saying the matte black looks pretty sleek. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. But yeah.
SSNT, this thing's spread and thin. Careful on this one, SSNT. Wow, is that moving? Hey. Sorry, cat's trying to eat my bird. Got to watch that.
That's never fun. All right, chat.
Market Sniper says, the more I see of the truck, the more I like it. That's not surprising. You have to pay for the black, Zade. Yeah.
Wait, what happened? You have to pay for the black.
Pay for the black.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. So as the market's coming down, I'm short 3 of these contracts on my Thinkorswim. So I'm going to go ahead and take, let's take one. I'm going to take 2 of them off here. So I just went ahead and secured 2. And on the broker side that you see on your screen, we're just going to hang on and, see if it reaches our limits. We're just going to leave it be. Not as stressed about that one. But definitely want to cover. Matter of fact, the last contract that I have remaining in Thinkorswim, I'm going to go ahead and cover at break even, which for me is 15,851.
Nice job paying yourself on part of that trade there, Zade.
Thank you. Yep, as it comes right back up. Again, might just take us out break even, which is okay because we've been perfectly fine and profitable on 2 of the contracts. And I'll let you know as soon as it does that on Thinkorswim. I think we're about 2 points away. And there it is. Cool. So locked in gains on 2 contracts. One of them we just ended up breaking even. It is what it is. And who just left me a missed call? It was a number I don't recognize. Okay.
Zade, let me ask you a question. Do you ever have trouble with your phone not ringing and just all of a sudden you'll have a voicemail?
Yes. And I believe that's because it's always on vibration mode, but then I just don't feel it vibrate.
So I have noticed that it's when my phone is on Wi-Fi calling that sometimes my phone won't actually ring, but the call will come through, but I won't get notified until they've left a voicemail. Only when it's on Wi-Fi calling. Very strange.
That is kind of strange. Let's go back to the... What are you going to do? Are you going to reject
here in the market? See if that holds on. Oh, man. View took its VWAP. Let's see if View can actually go higher here. Let me bring this full screen here real quick. View. So this actually behaving a lot better than it did last week. A lot easier to actually trade this one. Not as halt festy and not as gappy here. So View, if it can hold this here, taking that VWAP, hold it. Maybe it moves higher and takes out the intraday high. We shall see. Yeah.
Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's see what other AMD testing VWAP. Yeah, AMD has relative weakness, no question. So look at that, right? Let's take VWAP away, and you can see twice now. If we just go to the minute, you can see the rejections there. Obviously, here it comes back up. Go back to the 15. You see the rejection. You see the rejection. Actually, I missed it though. How much? What am I missing here? Yeah, let me see if I want to go short. This is a late, so I'm only going to go ahead and go short a couple hundred shares because I'm late to this party and because it's already made the move, right? So for me, you're kind of knocking on this door consistently. You have a higher high so far. So I want to see if this one can come back. My stop loss on this one is going to be about 119.10.
Which one are you playing there again?
I am short AMD, short a couple hundred shares at the average price of 118.43. Stop loss for me is about 119.10. I've already.
And you're looking for that 115 target. Is that what that is, or is that just a support level?
No, that's just that's just another support level. I think for me, I'm going to look for 118 as the first one, and then 117 50s. That's called 117.60s as a second target. And of course, we're still short here, which isn't looking too pretty for us, but this is where the real money trade is. So we'll see. I'll notify you guys either way. And then matter of fact, just to here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Where am I short? What is my short position here? 50 to 42s. There we go. And I am risking till about right there.
Jay saying AMD, lots of talk, but it's more expensive than NVIDIA. Yeah, a lot of people really like this. A lot of people really like AMD as a potential catch-up play to NVIDIA. I just don't see it from the product side yet. Jay Summers still on path from last week. Path new highs here. Let me go over to that here real quick. Yeah. EYPT, that has been a great trade. Didn't take that one myself, but man, the chat's been all over. It looks like this actually dipped to give you a better entry, continuing to go higher here on path. Back to you, Zade.
Well, so there you have it. I think I'm going to start doing this more, even just for myself. So there's the entry right there. There's my stop loss. There's the first target, and then the second target is going to be right there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and mark this right here as second target so the folks at home can see it. Make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, Jay, I know. That's kind of what I'm saying here. I like AMD lower personally. This is separate from Zunaid's, day trade here. I think it's day trade. Zunaid.
It is absolutely.
From that, I like AMD lower here because I just don't think they actually can compete with NVIDIA just yet. There is lots of talk about it. I don't know, man. View, we'll see if View goes higher here. Good call, Smoke Tuna. Let's see if we can actually take out that 180 level on View. Long some of that here and trade the pool. There we go. Here we go on View. See if we can go higher here on View. So what we're waiting for. Looking to attack this. Could actually peel some here. We get to that 186. We'll take half this off. Just 1,000 shares here on View. See if we can go higher. I'll keep you posted. Keep it up in the little corner. Let's watch this AMD trade play out. Oh, sorry, Jay. Yeah, I'm all over the place. You're going to have to... And if I'm ever being confusing because I'm saying too many things at once, it wouldn't be the first time. Just ask me to clarify. View, nice move up here. See if they take out 170, then 175 next. There goes 170. Looks like SQQQ trying to tick back up here as well. See if the Qs end up giving this up here. Around. Amazon bounced off that move lower. VIX still holding in at about 13.5 there.
Let's see. You've got the Qs that kind of made a little move up, and then they just rejected. I like to see that. I like this long wick. Just got to see how the candle itself closes. NVIDIA was hoping to play it at a rejection of about 475, but I haven't seen that just yet today. Excuse me. You played long opposite super. That's okay. That'll happen. That is what makes a market. I would love to know your reasoning, though, if you're able to type it out, if it's not too long. Is it because you believe that, yeah, I'm just curious where your entry is, your stop loss, your targets. I'd love to get some insights on the other side. Because, I was in the money on this trade, right? By maybe about 20 cents or so. But obviously, I'm looking for 50 or I guess 40-ish. But we shall see. Let's see what happens.
I do like that he politely apologized to you. That's always nice.
Yeah. I would hope that they would, taking my money and all, but no.
Take that.
Yeah. Why doesn't Zade come on? Well, because Elon keeps taking my money. So you know what? No, I'm kidding.
The chat keeps straight up robbing him. That's why he bounced.
I've got to set an alarm or else I'm gonna have too much fun and forget my other responsibilities.
Oh yeah, dude. That's what we're all about here. And it's December, dude. I mean, it is the month of having fun.
I did 12:45. Set an alarm for 10:45. Trader Bacon. There we go. Done.
SQQQ. Let's see if we take out 1650 on SQQQ. That would be what I'm looking for here. EYPT leaking. I still think you should keep that on your watch list for a potential move later. Got a firm 38. A firm. This actually printed 39s and above on a firm. Wow. That's crazy.
Okay, let's go to a firm here. Oops.
I mean, to me, I'm just not the whole buy now, pay later thing. I got a bad feeling about that. So to see a firm up here, last time we traded a firm on this show, we were shorting it around $21, just to give you an idea of where we're at.
It was the Thanksgiving, right? I think it was around November where it spiked. There it is. Yeah, it was the Monday after. Which I'll be honest, folks, you may want to set a reminder on your calendar to take a look at a firm next year for a similar story, maybe. Matter of fact, here, why don't we go back and see how it behaved? Sorry, I've got my MacBook here. Let's see. Where is what am I looking at? I forgot. Oh, right. Sorry. Where is November? Right here. Shit, where'd it go? Right around here. Okay. So you saw a little bit of a, let's see. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy like last time. So I went from about $12 to 15. So nothing to really write home about. Obviously here, life was a little different for this stock. And then it actually went down. So you know what? This is why I don't swing trade. Disregard what I said. We will stick to our day trades, as here is NQ. Straight to the downside, which means AMD should be coming down a little bit. Yes, but not as much as I would have thought. I thought it would have been in the 10s by now. But we're not. We're in the 23s. We're about 20 cents in the money, but again, we are going to stay disciplined and not lock in gains till we get to at least about the 118.05. 118.05 is what we want.
And real quick here, 13, EYPT has 3 red candles on the 1 hour chart, looking for a turnaround after this current candle closes. Here is that chart 13's talking about. Here are your 3 red candles. This actually does look like a pretty decent bounce forming here. I actually like to see a little bit more of a hammer on this candle here, which we could still get. When does this close? 45 minutes or so. So let's see if we end up getting a bounce here. EYPT, again, you were in that from before the huge move here. So good stuff there on the EYPT. Going back to you, Zade. Still waiting on View to take off here if it does.
Right. Here we go. So there is AMD coming down. We were short a couple hundred shares. We're going to go ahead and take 100 off right here. We've got 100 left. And there goes AMD to the downside. So now we've met this target. I'm going to go ahead and move this puppy up to the downside. And on the demo account as well, we just went ahead and cashed in on that trade. And there we go. Let's see what else. Let's see. Where's AMD again? Sorry. There we go. So we're good. Target number 1 accomplished. Let me go ahead and this was target number 1. And target number 2. So at target number 2, I'll probably just for discipline's sake, because this is something I've been bad with, I'm going to go ahead and take off 75 shares and just let the remaining 25 ride out the day until it gets back to above 119. And that's where I'll close it out or something like that, just because I want to have the discipline. Obviously, the 25 shares isn't going to make me rich or even pay for my McDonald's, which, by the way, an apple pie now is $1.59, where back in my day, it was 2 for $1. And now I get 1 for $1.59.
I saw a tweet yesterday. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in a long time, but I saw a tweet yesterday that a large McDonald's fry is $7.
That's probably because they like live in like a weird city, and then you know how Uber Eats or DoorDash like marks that puppy up. But I'd be surprised if that was like a, you know, matter of fact, let's check. I'll check right now. Let's do some experiment.
That to me is just unbelievable. I mean, that is unbelievable. I traded View last week, absolute halt fest. Not halting at all this week. Actually, much more manageable to trade. Really was looking like it was going to take out that 175. That's still the spot I'm looking here. We'll go back to this here real quick. See, it looked like it was getting ready to go here. Pretty decent entry. We'll see if it pulls back here. Might have to stop out, but I really think it's going to go up and challenge this. We'll see if it does. 175, a little bit of size there. Actually, there we go. Let's see if that comes in a little bit here. Let's see if we go higher here on View. Much more manageable this week, 13, than it was last week, at least so far. And maybe, hopefully, that's not an early call. We'll see. SQQQ highs 1654 here. That is just trucking. Let's go. Let's go. Netflix at lows. Big pullback after that nice up move on Netflix over the past several weeks. Why would you eat fake food? Lisa Lee, this is kind of where I'm at now. I'm at a stage in my life now where it's like I eat things that are really good, and good things are made of real ingredients. That's what I focus on.
All right, I went ahead and bought back 80 shares, locked in the gains. Now we've got 20 shares remaining. There we go.
Let's go, Zade.
Target 1 and 2 have been met. And to be honest, now in terms of what I'm expecting, right? Again, look, I don't have any back tests. I just have my eye test. Is I expect this to kind of come back a little bit, maybe try to go ahead and reach back to 118s before it flushes. I do have 20 shares remaining just because. So here's how I'm going to play those remaining 20 shares. We've got the EMA clouds here. This is pretty high. So, you know, it's not like it's going to try to go ahead and test this anytime soon, but I'm just going to ride this. As long as this EMA is kind of trending to the downside, I'm perfectly okay just letting my 20 shares ride and just see what happens. But I will go ahead and cover the 20 that I have remaining just on the stop loss. Now, the reason I'm sharing my share size is because, one, I don't care. You know, my ego is not that big to not have 2,000 shares, but also so that you can understand that, hey, you know that I started with 200 and you can get the percentages of where I took off my trades. 100% of a stop loss would have been here for about a 50, 60 cent loss. And then we've just kind of started to lock in gains. So don't focus on the share size. Focus on your own strategy and your own risk management, but more the percentages itself. But also, more importantly, focus on why I took this short. Could I have been wrong? Absolutely. I'll be wrong, 50% of the time, if not more. But I do expect this to bounce back. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, cat's gone. SSNT, that's moving up here still. That was Jay, you were on that earlier. Jay Wild, you were on that earlier here. That's actually, interestingly enough, we did take out that pre-market area. Now we're holding higher here. Sure looks like it wants to take out 1075. I think if we do, 12 is probably on deck here. SSNT, we have had multiple halts on SSNT. In fact, what is this BRLIU halt fest? What is this thing? Brilliant acquisition. I don't even know what that is, man. INTS, Intensity Therapeutics, therapeutic shares. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that biotech call, Jay Rice, your biotech call from last week, I think that you might have been onto something, dude. Uranium names, 52-week highs. Jay, you've been on that one early. Around here. Those gene editors really gave it up.
By the way, speaking of gene editors, not really. But has anyone here done a 72-hour water fast?
You don't drink water for 72 hours?
No, that's all you drink. That's all you.
I was going to say, how could that be good for you?
No, that's all you digest is like water for 72 hours. Joe Rogan recently did that, and it's kind of been something that folks are talking about doing and whatever else now. But I was just
real
curious.
quick, Zade. Here we go on view. Moving up to that 186. Let's see if we take it here. I'm actually going to reduce this position size here. Let's see. Let's see if we can take 500 off here at 180 on Phil. Don't just drop from here. Don't just drop from here. That's the fire alarm. That was Zunaid's alert.
Me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we took 500 off. We've paid ourselves on view. Now let's roll. Let's roll through this 186. Hopefully we can do that. Let me go ahead and actually put a stop loss here just ahead of break even. And that way this position is protected. We're going to go make this at 65. Bang, impossible to lose on this. Let's take out 186 on view. Good stuff here. Zunaid, you are my lucky charm today. Just like the cereal, buddy. Just like the cereal.
I might have to just change my name on Slack to that. I like it.
Okay, so let's get back now to this water fast that you were just talking about.
Yeah.
So first of all, the whole Joe Rogan thing, I've actually been listening to more of the pod. He had a guy, Gary Brecka or something like that on one I listened to, learned all about red light bed, all about cold plunge tubs, things like grounding, things like that. So I'm interested to hear, what is the story behind the water fast?
So my understanding, by the way, since we're at 117.54, I'm just going to go ahead and close out this AMD. So the remaining shares, I just want to close out of it. And I misspoke. It wasn't Joe Rogan. It was Dana White, I believe. Dana
White. Well, they're friends.
Dana
so
White.
That's cool.
Yeah. Look alike. Now I'm going to get canceled. But so it's obviously
all us white folk don't look the same as you made.
It obviously has like the health benefits on the weight loss side, right? Like I intermittent fast, but that's also because I'm just lazy and I don't eat breakfast. But for me, it's more so of like clearing brain fog and, relieving stress and kind of letting your body rejuvenate itself. And then I think to me, the cherry on top is like, hopefully you won't have as much inflammation and you'll drop a couple of weight. Now, the reason I don't really care about the weight loss is because then as soon as I start to eat, my body will go ahead and hold on to that food because it thinks I'm going to starve itself again. So I'm doing it, or I'm not doing it, but I'm looking to do it more so for the mental aspect of it and to kind of reset my body and reboot it more than like, oh, hey, I can't wait to drop 10 pounds before my wedding.
Gotcha. So that's awesome. Let me know how it goes for you. I will say this: water. I get Hinkley Springs water delivered, so I have like that little water tower thing. I can get hot and cold. Dude, drinking more water has done so much for positive health benefits. It's unbelievable. Something as simple as literally just drinking water. And like, I like bubbly, I like sparkling water, I like tea, but I just mean drinking just plain old water. Like, it is just good for you. And it does help with a lot of those things. So not surprised to hear that there's a fast that's basically you just drink water. That makes total sense. Lots of health benefits there. Smoke Tuna saying cold plunge. You have to know how it feels. Yeah. Apparently people get like tubs installed in their house now. Like that would be something else.
Yeah. Especially like if you've got a balcony or, whatever, that you can do this in, you totally can do that.
Oh, dude, wait till I get my Montana estate and we got a cold plunge and a hot tub outside overlooking the snow-capped mountains. Oh my God. Okay. View real quick. We're up there and boom, and through on View. Let's see if we make a $2 holla here on View. That would be awesome. Intraday highs now 190. This trade working out. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and put a target price here at 2. I probably can't. That 205. Okay. So target price here at 205. Let's see if we pop above. Stop loss. I'm actually going to raise that. Oh, it's coming back in. I'm going to raise that stop loss to 260 or to 169. Nice. And this trade will be completed. So now I don't even have to work anymore. This trade's just going to do what it's going to do. Let's see if we can trade back up and go towards that 2 handle. That'd be awesome. All right, taking this off the screen. Feet up, as Mitch likes to say. Let's let the market do the work for us. Let's go.
I'm going to just quickly see if I can go long here to just get maybe 5 to 10 points on the NQs. I've got my stop loss set there, so I'm okay if it doesn't work out. Let's go ahead and remove all these drawings.
Jay saying Red Dog does it every AM. Is that the cold plunge that we're talking about, Jay? That would be sick. Stopped out of that trade here on View. That trade in the books. Awesome. Green on the screen. We are up on the day. Let's go. That's how we start off a week here. That's how we start off a week. We get one of our swings and EYPT just goes absolutely ham. And we're making trades on the day trading side. Let's go, folks. Awesome job. Yeah. So how much do cold plunge tubs run? That will be something to look into.
Oh yeah. I was going to look at how much fries cost at McDonald's.
Oh, dude, Apple lows, Netflix lows, Amazon lows, Tesla gave up its bounce, Win lows. Market's selling off here.
All right. We've got, let's see. Where the fries at, though?
1669 on the SQQQ. That trade is working. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it.
For a second, I forgot how to spell fries. I typed in fires. Anyway.
Okay, well, those are yikes.
Okay, so for some reason,
really quick before you get to that, Jay, is this the continued rotation that we saw starting last week? You were on that last week, right? This is rotation out of that larger tech, the large cap tech. IWM still outperforming today? Yes, it is. About flat. Rest of the market getting shellacked.
And here is, just a cute little trend line that I've drawn on the 4 hours on the ES. And by the way, large fries, 450, which is still a solid
way too
amount
much.
More.
Still way too much. Yes, I agree with you. So that 7, that might have been from somewhere like California.
Yeah. Come on there. Let's actually see if we can just get like maybe just a little bit.
Transport's still green. Okay. 13, you added SQQQ on Friday. Boy, sometimes you're just making all the right moves out there, 13. That's just awesome. It's like whatever you touch just turns into like gold. That's the best. Way to go. Cleo loves it. Leo, don't worry. We got the cat out of here. He's not stalking you anymore. Birds are hilarious. So the interesting thing here, we are seeing a down move here in tech, but I'm looking at the VIX here. VIX is currently at highs, 1366, but on that first push up in the VIX, this is where we got and we stopped. So we actually haven't gone higher here, which is interesting to me. I wonder if we take another leg down here or if this is it for the day. We'll see. Oh, I'm getting blown up on Slack.
Uh-oh.
I have my notifications muted. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, I'm okay.
Well, that's another thing, dude. Luckily, I checked. I was checking live trading and all access because we have shows back to back today, and I saw your message, or else I wouldn't have seen it, possibly ever, just because Slack doesn't notify me. Well, just because, like, it's not a channel I go to unless like I'm asking about redirect or whatever. So I guess I would have seen it, but like hours later, and then I'd be like, oh shit.
Thanks, Ryan. I do have losers too, but lately there's been a lot more winners. Humble 13. That's what we like to call it over here. Well, Zade, I will say, like, I mean, I was ready to do this myself. I did reach out to a couple of people. We're unable to fill the guests here today, but really appreciate you jumping on. I'll tell you something. Breaking me for that bathroom break was a lifesaver. I owe you a drink for that alone.
And if I don't respond, on Slack, always just text me because I promise I'm not ignoring you. I just, we get so many pings. You know that more than anyone. Yeah. You get 5x more than I do, and we don't
totally know how it goes, my man.
Yeah. What was I saying? Where's Mitch? What's he up to?
Mitch is traveling to the office. I don't know what his day-to-day itinerary is, but starting Wednesday, he'll actually be in the headquarters. I was unable to make this trip with him. I'm going to be there for the next quarterly. Really wanted to make this one, just couldn't. But really hoping he has a great time.
Okay,
so looking forward to Mitch from the HQ.
The quarterly. Got it.
No. The quarterly is going to be in January. I'm going for the quarterly. Mitch is going on his own. I just couldn't make it with him.
Gotcha. I'm interested. This is intriguing because I know he's been wanting to go. Let's see. All right, come on. Give us maybe about 10 more points here. Come on.
Thank you, D-Factor. Smash the like up there. All of you that missed Zade, smash the like up for my man Zade. Coming out here out of the goodness of his heart to help out. Smash up the like.
Nah, it's always fun.
ALT continuing to make this move up. This was a good one. This was probably the best winner from the list here. I know some of those other ones broke down. ALT has been pretty much just big curl up. I I expect some resistance here at 480, 481. We'll see if we get that ticker ALT. 13 saying, and Ryan, I've been bearish on SPY for a while. We talked about it so much. It just made sense to add SQQ when the market was extended as it's been. Absolutely. We talked about that on a daily basis. And in addition to that, we started to notice that there was a rotation out of tech. So SQQQ seems to be the good play there. Working here today. Absolutely love it. Would love to get 17 and a half on SQQQ.
Holy shit on AMD to the downside as it continues to just go
you guys,
down.
You still got a trailer there, don't you?
No. I went ahead and closed it when I gave him to 117s. Wait, where did I close it? Hold on, I'll tell you exactly where it was. No, I'm sorry, 117.50s. So I closed it. No, wait, that was 117s. My bad. But yeah, now it's a whole 50 cent lower.
Bitcoin selling off here too. Big spike on volume. Bitcoin futures 41,700 on that chart.
As you can see Coinbase reacting to that as well.
Yep.
Now, if you're looking to go short Coinbase, which again may not be the smartest thing to do because it has such relative strength, I would wait till you get to test this 140 area and maybe give it a stop loss of about $2-3. But again, it's not the best trade just because it's up. I wouldn't really recommend it. maybe you can get a quick scalp out of it, but again, not the smartest trade to go.
Boeing's been a great trader for us recently here. All right, we got it again. Jay giving us trivia time again here on a Money, sharpening your mind on a Monday.
All
Today's
right.
trivia: what airline, not HA, so not ticker HA, hit a 52-week high today? Here's your hint: nobody talks about this one. Nobody talks about this one. So right off the bat there, that's going to take out American Airlines, United Airlines, and Delta, ticker AAL, DAL, and UAL. All of those are not going to be the 52-week high. We talk about JetBlue, don't we? That can't be it.
I'm trying to see.
It's not Save. It's not Spirit.
Is it Love?
Ooh, is it Love? Let's check that, Zade. Oh, you know what? I had your charts up the entire
I got
time.
you.
Damn.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Let's check it out. Nope. Love.
Nope,
People
definitely not.
TSCO is Tractor Supply. So AI Rod was not playing our trivia game. What other airlines? What am I forgetting here? JetBlue. Does Emirates have a ticker? Ryanair. Okay. Oh, Jay, were you tricking? Ryanair. Let's take a look. I think that might be it, David Lynn. I think you might be a winner. Ryanair. Jay, my final answer, Ryanair. Thank you, David. Is that the correct answer? Ticker RYAAY. Is that your correct answer? That is my final answer.
Sorry, just got busy with Slack.
You don't have to be sorry, man. You're doing everything great right now.
Appreciate ya. All right, look. So here's the next trade that I'm kind of hunting. This is on the ES, right? So you've got, this is a 4 hour. You've got 1, 2, right? So this is I charted it on the hourly, and I'm gonna go back to the 15. As soon as it kind of enters this area, I'm gonna look to start. Matter of fact, why don't I just have the positions ready to go right there?
And while Zade is doing that, Ryanair was not the one Jay was thinking of. Interesting. So let's see. What other airlines are we thinking of here? Let me know when you need to go back to your chart. Could it be SkyWest? Is this it, Jay? SkyWest? This looks like this is a 52-week high, ticker SKYW. It's a regional. This might be a regional. Boom, Jay Rice. We did it. SkyWest. Okay. Jay Rice, I got to be honest with you, man. Another excellent trivia question. We didn't get it in a heartbeat, and it wasn't that hard to get. You're threading the needle. My man. Good trivia question there on the Monday morning. SkyWest, new 52-week high is here today.
See if that 50 ends up being a resistance on it. Ooh, look at how close we were to getting stopped out, and then we held on.
Is this
on
AMD?
our on the futures?
Excuse me.
On the future side? Yeah. So close. We just got saved by like 2 points.
EYPT still flirting with that $20 level. Really quickly here, taking a look at this chart here. Intraday on EYPT doing an excellent job holding this level here. Let's see if this does take off and move higher here. We've got the VWAP at $22.98. So looking at about a $2 move, $3 gap here between that and the VWAP. This gets any type of volume later in the day. This thing might have another move to the upside here. SSNT, Jay Wild early on SSNT. This continuing to move up here. Boy, this one real. I know we made money on View, but SSNT, this was the move here. Let's see what happens if 14 gets tested here. 1280s now on SSNT. Decent volume. That trading up here. Good stuff here from the group. Good stuff here from the group. This is just no chill in SSNT. This stock was $6 earlier today, $7 when we were talking about it. No chill in this name.
Where is, there we go.
Whipsy or Wispy, thanks, Zade, on your word to buy to open the 18 December 22 put up 28%. I don't even know what he's talking about, but he's giving you props, so let's roll with it.
Yeah, but
Zade,
hold on. I said what now?
I don't know, dude. I was hoping you remembered.
Wait. On your word to buy 18, I don't remember doing that.
SSNT through 13 here, going for 14 almost
But you're welcome.
certainly.
But you're welcome. Oh, for the folks, this will be fun. Let me know if you can cut me off here because I got to go in 5 minutes. But for the folks that have been watching for some time, oh, maybe it's because I said to short this. I don't know. But anyway, you're welcome. For the folks that remember, I had tweeted out a while back. I tweeted about how like laser hair removal is like the most painful thing in the world. And then Ryan, you had brought it up on air once. So folks that remember, I'm still kind of going through the process. But the bad part about the process is that then your hair kind of like comes back patchy at times, like just like random patches because, okay, we're going to full screen. So it'll like come back patchy. So, you know, whenever you're going out on dates and stuff, you like either A, are confident enough to just, you know, leave your home like this. Or B, you like have to trim it and kind of like take care of it. So I saw this right now. I figured I'd share with the group. That
okay, well, so I'm gonna share something here, and you guys tell me what you think about it. So first of all, for any of you that are thinking about getting into golf, let me explain something very, very simply about golf. Golf is a game about excuses, and you start working on those excuses in the parking lot. That's just how it works. Now, Zade is talking about dating after hair removal, and I would imagine that there is some similarities here. Stay with me here for a sec. I think what Zade really needs to do here is come up with some type of story to accompany the patchiness of hair on his arm. So, for example, Zade, date person one says to Zade, "Why do you have like the patches of hair on your really nice colored arm there?" You can be like, "Well, actually, I'm a firefighter. And I run into the fire to save people. And the last time that I did that, I lost some of the hair. It got singed off." So, you know, you got to come up with a story here that makes it good, that you could sell yourself. You know, that's just what I think.
I think I like that much better than, oh, hey, I get laser hair removal, you know?
See, it's all in the deliveries, Zade. That's really what it's how you deliver that information.
I like that. I'm gonna have to come up with some thoughts there.
His head looks like a Scotty Scheffler divot. That's my analogy. Oh, I can appreciate that. Let me tell you something. Scotty Scheffler looks like he can putt all of a sudden now. Look out. 2024 could be crazy if Scotty Scheffler is putting like that all year. Tee to green, the dude is unbelievable.
Let me go ahead and pull up StreamYard here. Hang on.
SSNT, by the way, a little bit of a pullback from that recent high here. We'll see where this simmers down. We might have a curl trade here on SSNT to the upside.
Voodoo, I'm not going to bring that comment up, but that's the first thing my head went to when Ryan said you got to think of a reason.
Smoke Tuna calling view. So it looks like that did move back up here. So real quickly, let me just go ahead and put that full screen. I still have that up here. View moving. This actually round tripped, came all the way back into the VWAP, did a good job sitting there, pushing off again. We still might have this high in play here. I've got that high at 190 here. I'm no longer in this. We did book the gains, paid ourselves on the way up. View moving here. This trade might not be over. Nice call, Tuna. SQQQ doing a good job holding up here. If you look at the market, it looks like it's holding this area. We'll see if it takes another leg in either direction.
What was I about to...
Oh, Jeff D's in the chat. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
What's
Jeff
up,
D's,
buddy?
good morning to that smile, my man. Hopefully you're doing well out in AZ. Oh, Jeff went right for the Zunade. What up? Didn't even say hello to me.
That's
Just
crazy.
went straight for Zunade. Love to see it there, Jeff. That is just energy right there. Alpha moves in the chat here early on.
What's up, Deez? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you've been making some money. Oh, Lord.
If Jeff Dees is breathing air, he is making money. That much I can say.
I've got a story on my laser hair removal, but I'm not sure it's stream appropriate. Sometimes I forget that like this gets saved forever.
Yep. You are immortalized on the internet. Reminds me of that Greg Olson commercial where he's imitating Terry Bradshaw about buttering his biscuits and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe just hold that one back, Zunade.
Yeah, probably good.
VKTX, this is one that we've talked about a number of times here. I actually had calls, unfortunately, that expired worthless on this one. This is Viking Therapeutics. I believe they also had one of those weight loss drugs moving with Eli Lilly, the Ozempic, Mounjaros type thing. VKTX here looking pretty good. Actually, this might have another move through 15 here. If we take a look at the daily chart here, you can actually see we've really kind of come back to that 16 area. Let's see if we get through 15, 16, might even go to a 20 handle here. VKTX, this one interesting, no position for me. Oh, Nick, Jeff and I go way back. I like having fun with the D's, man. He and I go way back. Let's take a look here at EYPT 13. Let's see where that's at. Oh, that one losing that 19 handle here, EYPT. We really, I don't know. On this one. Those pre-market highs of 30 handle, man, that seems long ago. ATHE, we'll see if we get a curl back here to the view out. I could see this touching 5 again if this gets any type of buying volume flow. How's alt doing, by the way? How's alt doing? Uh-oh. See? Alt still grinding higher, man. What a trade that was. Yeah, I tell you what, this was a really good Monday. Really, really good Monday. We're out here ringing the register. Ringing the register.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab some Uber here. Oh, wait, what the? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Wow. I guess Uber's margins are freaking requirements are through the roof because I tried to grab 500 shares and it told me to buzz off. Okay. I'm going to play this via options then. I'm going to grab some Uber here with a stop loss below low of day. So I'm risking about 70 cents or so. Bear with me while I figure out life and how to do this.
You got it.
I'm so surprised it won't just let me buy it. Screw you too.
Wait, so you were trying to short it or go
No, I'm trying
long?
to buy it. I'm trying to go long. But it won't let me. Whatever, bro. It wouldn't let me because of my own reasons. Because in my TD Ameritrade, I trade options and stocks and futures. So like even though my account is what I consider pretty size, because of the margin requirements on the futures and I guess the margin requirements on Uber, maybe with the volatility, it won't let me. But it's all good.
I love that Jeff D's just literally called 13 Dave like he knew what he was doing. This has been a great morning, guys. This has been a great morning. Market Sniper saying, curiosity, how many tickers does everyone have open at once? Market Sniper, this is a decent question. For things that I hold long-term or for swings, it's a little bit different. Generally, when I'm day trading, I like to not have more than 2 open at one time. I feel like I get spread a little thin trying to manage all of those positions. But like right now, I've got 12 positions open in my main account. A lot of them are longer term. Some of them are tracking positions like INDI, Jay's INDI, and ACHR. I just have 100 shares of those just to kind of force myself to track them. But I guess technically they still count as a position. So it really depends. For swing trades, I go double digits, but for day trades, I really, really make an effort to not have more than 2 open.
Can I go ahead and share how sometimes it's great to be lucky than skillful before I leave?
Yeah, you can. Okay. Of course, you can do that.
So just for the folks that are new, and I know I haven't been part of the show in a minute, so if you haven't seen my face, I have money in different brokers, right? I have an TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, and TradeStation. I was having issues buying Uber on my TD Ameritrade, so then I went to my E-Trade to go ahead and buy some there. I went ahead and saw this. Nope, not that.
Yeah, you canceled your score. There you go.
Yeah.
Back now.
I totally forgot that I was short the Qs, and I swung this, and I just woke up to being up.
That's awesome. I mean, there you go. So now you've got your lunch and your dinner. Do I hear butter chicken?
Complete luck, though.
For dinner?
Complete luck. This is not skill. This is not something that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go on Twitter and be like, told you. Complete luck.
Yo, where can I sign up for your luck service? Like, honestly, like, can I get a lifetime membership to the luck service?
I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Hold on.
Yeah, don't give those gains back. Otherwise, that's on you. You give those gains back.
All right. Cool.
SSNT pulled back. That pullback might be done. Let's see if it actually curls here and moves through 12. SSNT. No wonder Zade was checking the price of fries. Yes, that is exactly right.
Oh, I love it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and buy a couple of these Uber calls now. Now I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, they're funded, dude. Your Uber calls are funded with your luck gains. Let's go.
All right, so what did I just buy? I bought $60 calls expiring this week at an average price of
BTO Uber 60 calls this week. What's the price?
96
cents. There you go.
Is the guest on yet? No, they are not.
Yeah, so I guess now is a good time to ask you. When I'm done, I just hit end stream, right? The redirect's already set. Right. It's going to send it over to your show. Okay, because I would feel awful if I ruined your show after you came on and bail me out.
You're good. No, dude, not at all. We're good. Give me a sec. I'm actually going to go there.
Yep, you take your time. I'm looking at stuff here. You know, the Qs here. So I'm looking at the net. Let me actually just bring that chart up for a visual aid here. SSNT continuing its curl here, by the way. Just an absolutely awesome call by our community here. The Qs. So one of the things that we're seeing here, especially on the intraday chart, we did take this leg down. The good news here is that we're actually kind of holding in here, right? We didn't just bounce back and give all that back. We're actually holding here, and it looks like we might roll over and take yet another leg down here. When we go to the daily, you can see how great this is. We are in this gap, folks. This gap doesn't fill till about, let's see what the high of this candle is. High here is 378.54 is going to be your gap fill here. We're at 382. So into the gap on the way back down. To me, this is gappy all the way down. Let's see if we fill this here today or if we bounce. For any of you that are short the Qs or technology in general, this is a really good sign. Really, really good sign. 377. Jeff D's giving you the 377 call. That actually is just past the gap fill. We'll see if we end up getting there.
All right. Give me a sec.
Yep. Look, Jeff, you got to take care of number one first. We would be happy to have you back on any of the productions we do as your schedule see fit. Hopefully you're having a great holiday, my man. You do have some time off. Definitely jump in with us. We'd love to talk to you. Too bad Ken's asleep. These are the gaps dreams are made of. Well, if he's asleep, then he could be dreaming about them, and he might be fine. What time is it in Australia right now? How are our friends down under doing? Think about our Australian friends from time to time. view. Boy, we did good on that one. We hit that one here this morning. I love it. How's G-Bio doing? Let's check on G-Bio. That kept going higher. Look at G-Bio. Folks, I think there might still be a move in here. G-Bio really needs to take off this 156. I think Becca was long this. We talked earlier here. G-Bio looking pretty good. Let's see if it can actually take that top off here. See, look on the daily here. That top, we're pretty much in the gap here too. We really want this to trade back up towards 3 here. G-Bio, Generation Bio, looking pretty good.
All right, Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and head out, buddy. I'll see you in the chat in about 5 minutes.
Yep, I'm going to send everyone over there 4 minutes now. Smash up the like for my man Zade here for joining us. He's about to do another show just out here helping us. Zade, have a great one, man. Good start to the day.
You too.
Enjoy, my man.
Take care. Bye.
All right, Zade out of here. So glad to see him here this morning. Yes, Sam, let me address that here real quick. Sam saying my Benzinga Pro keeps logging out. Is anyone else having this problem? Yes. So Sam, one of the things that's going on here, one of the current things on the development track is going over some of those performance issues. Now, don't quote me on this because I haven't checked in with my team this morning. I believe we have the performance fix for that scheduled to go out on Thursday. So I think that we should be good later this week. Don't quote me on that. If you need to, shoot me an email. I don't think I have a test branch for you to test. But anyway, if you have any follow-up questions, shoot me an email. We should have this resolved real soon. The development team has been prioritizing this over this week and last. Thanks, Voodoo. Really appreciate that. I will say the big thing here, Voodoo, I'm disappointed that I am not going to be there. I was really looking forward to meeting you with Mitch. Turns out we're not going to be able to do that. If you do meet him, I hope that you have a great time. If you don't, I'm going to keep in contact because I'm definitely coming for the quarterly early January. We should definitely link up at that time. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the love, everybody out there. You got it, Sam. No problem. How do we get to Zade's show? Mark, if you just stay here when this show ends, which will be in less than 3 minutes at this point, I am automatically going to redirect you to Zade's Trader Bacon show. You don't have to do a darn thing. Just chill in the stream, my man. You got it, Jeff. Take care of yourself. You got it, Mark. You're very welcome. Lynn, thank you for your support. You're welcome. 200 IQ. Should we just send you over to Zade early? Should we send him? Or I don't even know what happens. I didn't even ask him what happens if I send him early. Didn't get an answer on that. Okay, let's just really quickly recap here, and then I will send you over to Zade. Again, I just want to thank everybody. Smash up that like. Even when Mitch is traveling to go do stuff for the show and for the office, we're still going to hold the fort down for you. As always, could not have done it without you folks here in the chat. Lots of great plays from our chat community. Jay Wild, real quick here, ATHE VWAP test. Here we go. Jay, great call as we close it out here. Great call. This popping on volume here. So we're going to be back at this again tomorrow. Sounds like we're going to have Michael. I'm still working on Andy from Mighty Soldiers. Maybe Zade will come back. You know we're going to have a good time. Any day that we wake up, we're going to have a good time. This was a really good start to the Monday. I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. Congratulations to anyone that had EYPT from last week. Massive mover there. We are going to get you over to the Trader Bacon show and Zade, and we will see you again tomorrow, folks. So thanks very much. We'll update on the SPY as soon as we get here tomorrow. It does look like we're going lower. Take care, everybody. We will see ya.